I'm here with Ricky Starks. Ricky, you will now advance to the finals of the Eliminator title tournament, but our biggest question is, will you be 100% for this matchup?
After all that offense and the injuries, to get Page up for that Rochambeau and nail it, what a battle by both men, and now Ethan Page looking on, looking at who his opponent is.
I'm okay to go against Ethan Page next Wednesday. I'm okay to be the man that's gonna run this place. I am okay to be AEW champion. But you know what's better than being okay? Being absolute. I don't know how many times I gotta prove it. I don't know how many times I gotta say it. I don't know how many times I gotta come out here and pour my heart to you. Time after time I can say,
absolute Ricky Starks. More like absolutely in over his head. You know, tonight you were getting all emotional. Did you see him out there after the match? You saw it? I had to. I was forced to, literally. To see your ribs and shoulder taped up. I got to see the pain inflicted by Brian Cage, and I know exactly what body parts to pick apart this Wednesday. So, absolutely way too emotional, Ricky Starks. Every fan in AEW has already seen you cry in the middle of the ring.
it is my time. I am owed this. I can do that as long as I am breathing. Ultimately, I gotta show it. Ultimately, I gotta prove it to people.
On Wednesday, the waterworks are gonna be bigger and better than ever before.
This is it for me. All or nothing. I have never felt more prepared in my life, regardless of what my appearance looks like. Deep down in my heart of hearts, I am a champion.
And for what, the third time now in this company? Feels like Ricky Starks has the momentum behind him, and he's finally gonna grab the brass ring and break through the glass ceiling. Guess what? I'm the brass ring now. I'm the glass ceiling now, and you ain't breaking on Wednesday. Ricky, you're looking at the new #1 contender, and guess what? The next world champ.
And as I said it before, and I'll say it again, I don't talk in ifs, ands, or maybe. I only talk in absolute. And I'm absolutely going to Winter Is Coming.
Of course, the Jericho Appreciation Society is still intact. This is why Sammy Guevara has been by my side for over 3 years in the Inner Circle and in the JAS. Sammy is a future world champion, no doubt about it. And tonight, he went out on his own and showed me that he's not just gonna do whatever I say, nor should he. He is going to be a world champion, but not today, because I am still the Ocho, the greatest Ring of Honor champion in history. And you know that's the truth.
You know, it's interesting sitting here right now because this guy was my best friend in the entire world. And we have shared some of the best moments of my life that I've ever had. Some of the darkest times of my life, I came through it and got to share moments with that guy that made my dreams come true. And at the same time, he's hurt me worse than almost anybody I've ever met. But the physical pain is almost nothing compared to the emotional pain of having someone like that, after all of that, stab you in the back. But it felt very cathartic to be out there because all of that pain and resentment, it came out. And it came out in the blood, came out every time I punched him in the face, it came out when I dropped him on top of his head. I would go ahead and say that was probably the best match of my entire life. And it seems almost poetic in a way that a guy who's my best friend and the best partner I could ever ask for was almost the best adversary I could ever ask for at the same time. And as much as he has put me through and as much as I resented him and wanted to kill him, I felt in a way like it was just love there at the end. I came out on top, but we, again, just shared a moment that neither of us will ever forget, and I'm glad that I got to share that with him. And I'm glad I won. I kicked your ass. You know, it feels weird. I feel, going into this, I was so angry, and I was hurt, and I was pissed off about everything that these guys have done to me, but I feel, in a way, I feel thankful for Christian now. I don't think a year ago, before I met him, I ever would have had this in me. And I don't think he intended to teach me a lesson, but he 100% did. And he brought this out of me. And it's kind of confidence inspiring to see that I'm able to do this now, because from here on out, it's only moving up. Fuck, I'm not really a boy anymore. So thank you for that, Christian.
What's next? Let me ask you a real simple question. Your so-called partner, your so-called brother, slaps you in the face. What's next for you? What's next? Next is either retribution, an apology, or maybe it's neither. Maybe I decide to just dismantle him instead. It's as simple as this. No longer will I sit through these shenanigans. No longer will I sit through this ridiculousness. No longer will I sit through this malarkey. Swerve, figure out the words that you're gonna say to me, because the next time we see each other, if you don't choose them carefully, I will annihilate you.
See you soon, Keith.
Britt Baker gets driven off the apron. Oh, the hate breaker! And now, haterade! 1, 2, 3!
I don't feel like talking right now, because to talk, you have to use your mouth. And right now, Jamie Hayter is all heart, because I am the champion. Like I said, the Jamie Hayter agenda is in full swing.
For all you idiots out there that thought this wasn't gonna last, that something was gonna happen, look what you're looking at now. It's probably your behind, because you were wrong. Jamie Hayter is my best friend, and she is also the new AEW Women's World Champion.
It was incredible. I was extremely nervous. Like, I've never felt this nervous in my life.
What kind of emotions is she feeling after a 5-year layoff?
I came in, I did exactly what I said I was gonna do. I made AEW my house. Sorry, Britt Baker, but I promised you I was gonna take over this division. That's exactly what I just did. So it's on to the next now.
You and this camera. Listen, man, I don't even know what just happened. I was power bombing the life out of Hobbs, and next thing I knew, the bell was ringing, and somehow Joe is the TNT champion. I know I didn't get pinned and I didn't tap out, so I can't right now.